welcome to my channel. I am Oluwaseyi Salako and this is the Badimart YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, you're very welcome and please consider subscribing if you like videos on HTV, sublimation, embroidery and all things crafty. Thank you so very much. If you're returning, thank you very much for coming back. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to use transfer paper to make t-shirt. This transfer paper, the one I'll be showing you today, is the PPD, that's photo paper direct transfer paper. And this comes in a pack of 20 for the light one. This is the light t-shirt one and a dark t-shirt one. The dark t-shirt one comes in a pack of 10 sheets. The transfer paper has everything to apply it onto a t-shirt. This is a very good transfer paper, and for those of us that are new and doesn't have the heat press machine, you can use a pressing iron as well. And this transfer paper is used with just an inkjet printer. If you do not have sublimation printer, because these are meant for inkjet printers. I'm sorry for finding it difficult to pronounce that word. Yeah, so these are meant for inkjet printers, which is the ordinary printer we use at home. Even if you do not have a printer, you can take it to the library or anywhere where you can get photocopies and print this out. And this is an easy way to make t-shirt from home. I would say now, if you're selling this t-shirt, be careful which method you want to use, because this to me looks more like a temporal thing, like just for birthday t-shirt or for remembrance, not for something that will be worn regularly every day, because it will crack and break off. Anyways, so I would like to show you how to use either of these. This is meant for white t-shirt, but it says light colored, but I tried using it on a gray t-shirt and I did not like it, like I'll show you now. So you can see from the white one, the image is really clear, but from the gray one, the image, the gray is coming through the image, which I do not like. The white one is okay. Because the paper is transparent or opaque, that is why you can see through it. So they are better for white. For any other color, I would prefer to use the dark transfer paper. So for the white transfer paper, the good thing is you can just cut around it. You do not need a cutting machine. But for the dark transfer paper, you might need a cutting machine for it, because the squares would show up on your print. If you do not want the square, then you take it and do a print and cut. When you do a print and cut, then this one will be easy to use. But if you do not mind the square, then why not? You can use it like that as well. Now let's print some t-shirts using these transfer papers. So now the first t-shirt we're going to be making with this white transfer paper for light t-shirt, which is the white one. I'm going to be using this white 100% cotton t-shirt and also this image which I have printed out. Like I said, we can get away without print and cut for this, because all we need to do is use our scissors to trace around the image and it will still look really nice. Because the transfer paper itself is transparent, so it's going to blend into the white t-shirt. But we cannot get away like that with the dark transfer paper. So the white transfer paper, how do we use it? We can recognize this with the red. It has the red writing at the back. The red one is the light transfer paper, while the blue one is the dark transfer paper. So for PPD, it's written PPD in red for the light one. For the dark transfer paper, the PPD is written in blue. So let's get on to making this t-shirt. All we have to do now is to cut round our image. You can use the print and cut if you want, but with this one you do not really need the print and cut. But if you want, you can use the print and cut. We cut as close to the image as we can. And with this, with the light transfer paper, when we're printing, we have to mirror it, because we are going to place it facing down when we want to press it on the t-shirt. It's going to be facing down. Even if you're using your iron, you still have to place it facing down. So I knowingly did this other two ones because I was thinking of just putting them somewhere else. I didn't want to waste the transfer paper. They're not very cheap, although they're not that expensive, but they're not very cheap, so I do not want to waste it. So this is my image now. I'm cutting as close as I can. Just a rough cut, nothing special about cutting this now. Just a rough cut will do. Yes, and now we're ready to press it onto our t-shirt. I'll read out the instruction on the pressing now. If you're ironing it, then it needs to go to the highest temperature on the iron. Now, so with this image, I'm just going to be applying this image onto this white t-shirt because I discovered it's very nice on white t-shirt. With any other gray or pink or light color t-shirt, it doesn't look as nice as that. So the instruction says iron at 1400 wax or higher, suitable flat surface, which is solid table, worktop, floor or similar when you're using the ironing board. We also have the silicone fixing paper. The silicone fixing paper has come with every of this paper, and we have one with this one as well. So that's the silicone fixing paper which has come with this transfer paper. There's a silicone paper in all of it, so I'm going to be using the silicone fixing paper as well. And I go back to the instructions. It says choose the paper type on your printer to plain paper or presentation paper. Ensure you choose the required resolution, medium to normal. Set your inkjet printer driver to mirror mode. It means we have to mirror this, which I have done. Now all we need to do is to transfer. Preparing it, it says trim as much excess white area from around within the image. It is advisable to leave approximately 5 mm white edge around the image if possible. Now to transfer it, which is the most important one now, cover the surface of which the ironing with another t-shirt or pillow. We're just going to be covering it with this sheet that came with it, and also with our butcher paper on top of it. The temperature to do this is now, the temperature for the white one is 190 degree for 12 seconds. So that is what we'll be doing. We'll be adhering it to our t-shirt with 190 degree for 12 seconds. Now we go to the heat press. I'm going to be using the heat press for this. I'm going to set it at 190 degree and we're pressing it for 12 seconds. Now we're going to press this heat transfer paper at 190 for 12 seconds. We want to be careful while we put this down, because immediately we put it down and it's heating, the heat press is heating it, it will start to coil. So we just don't want to place it anyhow. So I've prepared my t-shirt and I'm going to be placing this on it, and then I'll be putting a butcher paper on it. This can be peeled hot or cold. I'm going to be peeling it hot because I'm going to be fixing it with this silicone paper after taking the backing off. So it's going to the back like that. I'm going to be pressing it now for 12 seconds. Then I'll take the backing off, and then I'll put the silicone paper to press for another 2 seconds. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up so more people can benefit from this video. So now we peel and then we use the silicone paper to fix it. We want to peel at one long stride like that. That's really nice. Then we want to like pull the shirts like that, and then fix it with this with the silicone paper. We put the silicone paper on it to give it a good finish now. I will still use this to protect my own heat press for 2-3 seconds. 3 seconds, and then I'll leave that on it and I would remove it later. So we just want to wait for this to cool. We can remove it now, but I'll prefer it to cool so that it will have a matte look on it and no glossy. I don't want it shiny, because if I remove it now it will be shiny, but I'll leave it to cool. And that's it. That's how to make a t-shirt with the white transfer paper. Yep, I'll just pull it down now. I think it's cool enough now, and I can remove it now. That's really nice. That's really nice. We can see that we got away with the sides. It's not showing. Nothing is showing. It didn't even show that we cut it. And that's it for the white transfer paper. Now let's go on to the dark transfer paper. For the dark transfer paper now, I have printed 2 images. One I have did a print and cut, and the other one I just printed without doing a print and cut. And this is because for the dark transfer image, we would have to peel it to lay it on top here. There's no need to mirror because we have to peel the transfer sheet and lay it on the t-shirt. So whatever, if there is any box around here, you will have to lay it there. It will show on it. There's nothing we can do about that, and that is why it is advised that we do print and cut for the dark paper transfer. If you would like it like this, just a square or a box in front of your t-shirt, then it's okay. We can get away with that as well. Then you don't have to do print and cut. If not, you would have to do print and cut because we are peeling the transfer straight onto our t-shirt. And the dark transfer paper is the one with the blue backing. So when we're printing, we want to look out for the colors. The dark one has blue backings, while the light one has a red backing. So this is the dark one now. That's my printer logging off. And the instructions on this is to peel and lay and adhere the same way that we did the light one. 190 degree for 12 seconds. We have to be careful of all these things. Immediately we put them on the heat press, they start coiling up. So we can prepare a t-shirt before taking them to the heat press. That will be a very good way to do it. So let's get to the heat press and adhere and print this t-shirt and see how well it comes out as well. So now to put the transfer paper on this t-shirt, we want to pull away the backing of the transfer paper. We have to peel the back of the transfer paper before we lay it on the t-shirt. They are easy to do. They're not that hard to peel the back of the transfer paper. Now we just have to be careful when laying them. Now I have peeled the transfer paper. So that's the backing of the transfer paper, and I have peeled it off the transfer paper. I want to be sure I know where I want to lay it here, because immediately we lay it on the t-shirt, it starts coiling up. So in fact, I will take it off the heat press. No, I'll better be putting it on the heat press because moving it might not be that easy. So, but we want to be really ready to place it. If not, it will coil up, and once it coils, it's not easy to bring it back to the normal shape. Then what we want to do is, when we put it on, we want to put this silicone paper on it because we are going to be ironing it face up. So we want to be fast with this. So this as well, we'll leave it to cool, then peel off the paper. And as we can see, the print and cut worked so well, and we do not have any box in our t-shirt. Our t-shirt really look nice. We can do it a second time as well, just to keep it down in case we miss anything. In case we miss anything, we do it again for 2 seconds. 1, 2, and that's it. That's our t-shirt all done. You see, it's really vibrant. This is my second t-shirt. I have peeled and laid it on my t-shirt as well, because when it comes to the heat, it starts coiling up. You have to be really fast. Immediately you bring it to the heat. So I'm going to be pressing this as well at 190 degrees for 12 seconds. 190 for 12 seconds. So we'll do cold peel as well. We wait for it to get cool and then we peel. Cold peel, these are cold peel. You can as well, after peeling it, just press it one more time again to give it whatever place we must have missed, so we can have a very good, and it would last longer if we press it the second time as well, for just 2 seconds. 1, 2, and that's it. So we wait for it to cool again before we peel. We don't peel hot or it will be very shiny. I do not like the shine. I like it matte, with a matte finish. And that's it. That's the second t-shirt done. This is on the dark transfer paper. It turned out so well. Thank you so very much for staying with me to the end of this tutorial. If you have any comment, or is there a way you do yours that is different from mine, please leave a comment and I'll gladly reply you. Thank you so very much and have a nice day. See you the next time. Thank you.